welcome to Luck of the Draw 8 Boggy Creek Edition. This is the tutorial for our little square that we're going to do right here. So slip knot onto your hook, and I am using a bulky 5, which is a Big Twist Classic, and it calls for a K-hook, so that's what I'm using. And you may use any yarn you want with the recommended hook size. So here we are. We can either start with a magic ring, or I'm going to start with a chain of 4, 2, 3, 4, and you'll start with your main color. Okay, so we are going to do slip stitch into that first to make our ring, and then we are going to do what is called a stacked single crochet. So we are going to go into, without chaining, we're going to go into our hook, into our ring, and pull up a loop and do a single crochet. Then we want to just snag this front leg of that single crochet and do a single crochet. So it stacks it right on top of each other. Then we are going to put 2 more double crochets, and I'm going to grab my little tail in there so I weave that in as I go. And let's do 2 doubles. Okay, that's our first cluster made, and we're going to chain 2 and do 3 more doubles. 1, oops, got my tail there, 2, and lost my yarn there for a second, 3, and we are going to chain 2. And do that 2 more times. 3 doubles. There's our 3 doubles. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 1 more set of 3 doubles. And you can see me, I was pulling that over a little, just give myself a little space. There's my last double. Okay, so we've got 4 sets. We are going to chain 2 and then come back into, so you have your set of 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the top of that stacked single, we are going to slip stitch. And that is row number 1. You can see, stretch it out there, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, see you for row number 2. And we are ready for round 2. Let us begin with a stacked double crochet. So there's that single, grab the leg and do another single. Then we're going to do 1 more double in that corner space. And then we are going to do 3 doubles in the next stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And into our corner will be 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. 1, 2, chain 2, 2 doubles. And now we are going to repeat that until we get back over to the other side. So I'm going to ready, set, go. 7th double crochet of that last row, and we're back to our corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets. And because this is our last one and we're going to snip off and change our color, I'm going to chain 2 and then slip stitch into the top of that stacked single. There's our slip. I like to give it a little tug and then do 1 more chain and make that a special tug. And then I am going to snip off and start with the next row. And the next row is, now we will be starting the colors that will be drawn every Thursday. So that starts with round 4. So we'll see you in a minute. Ready, set, go. All right, welcome to round 4. And now, after we have selected our color on Thursday, whatever corresponding number you have for what we drew is where we start. Now, these are the color rows. I call these the window rows. So I ended here. I'm going to jump over to the next chain 2 space, and I am going to do what is called a standing single crochet, which you just have your, let me do that just in case you don't know what that is. You have your yarn on your hook, you go in, and instead of slip stitching, you just pull up a loop, kind of pull that tight, and do a single crochet. That is a standing single crochet. Okay, now we are going to, that is what we're going to use for our standing single, there I go again, stacked double. It's getting late. So there's our stacked double that we've been doing throughout, and we'll do 1 more double crochet in that corner. And now this setup row is just double crochets all the way across. So we are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 double crochets. So I'm going to let you do that. It is 11 double crochets, chain 2, 11 double crochets, and then in the corners we will do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then all the way around. And I will meet you, ready, set, go, when I get back to the other side. So here. So there I've got background, and then I got a little tangle. Let me untangle that real fast. Okay, so that was 11 right there. So in this little corner, we are going to do 2 doubles. And we are going to do a half double into that first stacked double, because we are going to begin in the same little space. So there's our half double, a little tug. All right, that is row 4. Now to row 5. And now on to round 5. We are going to start with a stacked double. So there's our single crochet. Grab the leg. Every time, easy for me to say. Grab the leg and then single crochet. Give me one more double in that same space. And now what we're going to do is in the very first one, we're going to do a double crochet. And then we're going to chain one. And then we're going to skip one and we're going to go into the next double. We're making a fillet row or a window row, however you'd like to call it. So there's that double crochet, chain one, skip one, double crochet. 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 Chain one, skip one, double. Chain one, skip one, and double into the last. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain spaces. Okay, and then to do our corner, we're going to do 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Now let's go ahead and repeat that till we get to the other side. That is a double crochet in the first, chain one, skip one, double, chain one, skip one, double. All right, I'm gonna ready, set, go. To the end here, and I'm going to do my last double crochet, chain one, skip one, and double into the last, and then we put our 2 doubles into the corner. And we have one more row to go, so around, so I am going to half double into that top of that stacked, and we are done with row number 5, or round number 5. Beautiful little window rows. See you for number 6. Now round number 6 is real easy. It is just a single crochet or double crochet row, and after round 6 you will then do the repeats, and we'll talk about that at the end. So here we're going to go ahead and start row 6 with a standing double. Grab the leg and finish, and then one more double into that same corner space. And now we are going to do a double in the next 3, and then a double into the chain space. Just go right into the chain space. You can go into the stitch. Some people like to do that. It depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You can't really tell. I mean, it does hold the window a little bit more if you go into the actual stitch instead of around it. But for ease of flow of the stitches today, I'm just going to show going into the space itself. Into the top of the double, into the chain space, on top of the double, oops, and into the chain space. We are going to repeat this all the way around till the end. There's our last 3 of the row, 3 doubles in the next. 1, 2, and 3. And then we will do our 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles in the corner. And then we are going to do doubles all the way around, and I will ready, set, go. Do 2 doubles, and this being the last row before we change colors, I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch into that top stack double. All right, let me move that out of the way so you can see. All right, so that's it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to repeat rows 2 through 6 for as many rows as you want. And what happens is now the next the 3 rows that are next are all double crochets. Those are going to be your main color. And then every Thursday we'll draw a color, and then you'll do these 3 rows here. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This will all be available when we launch on Thursday, which I believe is October 5th, with myself and Charmed Grammy Lynette. And I will have the written recipe and then this tutorial for your viewing pleasure. We will also have links to the original pattern, which is this just done back and forth. So we'll have that linked as well. And good luck to everyone with Luck of the Draw, and we hope that you all participate. There is a Facebook page group, and you can also send us pictures if you would like for us to show your pictures, and we will go from there.